Got some more ferrous tartrate, a little bit of quinine. Where's my sodium hyperchlorate, though? Guys beating on the door. We're gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Take some grenade damage, chump. Oh, that straight up killed him. Nice. What you got? Loose? Give me them loose. More ferrous tartrate, more quinine. Was this some kind of stabbing implement on the table? Oop. This is my sodium hyperchlorate right here. But this says boss battle. Yeah. Well, what did he do to me? Come at me, John Doe. Oh shit, he can. One of these guys can teleport. He has like shadow, man? No, there's just two guys in here, Pete. One of them is a shadow man. I think the other one's just a regular guy. Nope, he definitely has shadow copies. I'm out of stamina. Help me. Wow, this guy is actually quite difficult to fight. Stop being in two places at once. I demand that you stop co-locating. That's bullshit. I want that power. Not today, chump. Gotta use some of my precious blood. Get stunned and get fed on. Mostly because I'm really fucking hurt and I need to heal. Come at me, bro. Alright, that fight was considerably more difficult than I had hoped.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
Yeah, in other words, what he's saying is eat more people.
So tempting.
More blood, please. Like, just use the blood. Oh, our blood healing ability thing has a cooldown. I just noticed this. You know what we need? We need more rats. That's what we need. Like, I need more delicious
Sodium
rats.
hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Yeah, where are the rats at, though? That's what I'm looking for. I'd like a few rats to devour. I'm kind of hungry. It's another boss battle. Potentially. Oh, I see Dr. Tigan was here, chat. Check it out. It's the handiwork of one Dick Tigan. What did he do to this dude, though? Actually, he just looks like a regular autopsy. Let's check the autopsy notes here. A new citizen investigation is available. Press that button to open a local investigations menu. All right, we will do that. Citizen investigations are displayed categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen's quest by tracking it with X and then access your map to locate the area. Got it. So which one is this? We already did that one. Dr. Corian Tippett, Gwyneth Brannigan. The harder they fall. Find out the cause of death. Wrong target. Citizen quest. Find out who's spying on Thelma. Read the report of Dr. Tippett concerning the death of Samuel Connor. I'm not quite convinced right now. Perhaps I should conduct my own investigation to determine the patient's real cause of death. You know what? This is what Dr. House would want us to do, so I'm going to do it.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Is this a new weapon? We got a listed knife. Blood absorb. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equipment plus Y to directly absorb. We got like a Patterson troker and we can use it to pull blood out of people. That's the greatest weapon of all time, though. We must equip it. I don't care shit about stunning. I just want blood. Yeah, give me the Patterson troker. Attack speed 10, stamina 30. A long and sharp surgical knife. Yes, equip that. Cool. Blood straight from the victim, chat. We're cutting out the middleman. Would you settle for mice? You could eat Tom and Jerry once and for all and end that feud. I was always on the side. When it came to Tom and Jerry, though, chat, I was always on the side of Tom. Because Jerry seemed like a fucking shit-disturbing little bastard who deserved to die.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
There's something inside him. The clue is buried in his chest. You got to rip him open and dig out a still beating heart. Well, I mean, still beating may be an exaggeration.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Or he may have had a pulmonary embolism. I mean, which one of us is a doctor?
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Right, because sailors and fishermen always have arms that look like they've been thrown into a meat grinder.
A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
It could have been the shittiest lungectomy of all time. Do you ever think about that? Wow, his chest hemorrhaging is somehow a clue, despite the fact that he's been split from neck to groin.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error.
Oh, wait, but wasn't Tippets our fanboy? Damn. Tippets was the fanboy we really liked, but it turns out he's actually
Tippett
murdering
has made
patients.
An egregious error. It's time we talked.
Son of a bitch. Now we gotta go interrogate. I want this box open, though.
It's locked, all right.
Well, find a key. What's in here? More enemies? Doesn't look like it. We looted this, didn't we? Oh, hey, 3 shillings, chat. We'll take that down to the pub, what, and get ourselves all licked up, and maybe we can review that delicious Pippa Hawkins. Maybe Pippa will see the error of her ways and realize that a handsome, svelte doctor is the one she wants. Not a gun-running ambulance driver. Doesn't this just go back into the room we just came out of? Yep. Couple more glass vials. Is the door open? How do I get that chest open, though? You can't give me a mystery like this. I'm a vampire. I'm prone to obsessive-compulsive behavior, actually. Craft the treatment for fatigue. Can we craft down here? I don't think we could craft down here. So everything... Oh, shit. There's another skull. Well, let's test out our new blood knife. Doesn't seem to work that well. Are we actually getting blood from that? Because it doesn't really... Oh, no, we are. Just very little. Heal up. Give me that blood. Not today, Chappie. I'm taking all your blood. Every last drop. It's like a Charlie Houston novel up in here. Every last drop, though. What did you grab? Some more ferrous tartrate, a little more quinine. We should probably stop dicking around with these vampires so much and just straight up kill them. On a similar subject to the Tom and Jerry thing, Pete, what do you think about the coyote versus the roadrunner? A watery, sturdy blood sample. Okay, these whole blood connoisseur names coming in, I cannot in good conscience support this. You're not allowed to give wine connoisseur descriptions to the blood. That's ridiculous. I'm vetoing this mechanic. Get grenaded. Shit, I'm locked onto the wrong target. Kill this man. And then now that he's dead, take the blood from his friend. Excuse me. Don't mind me, I'm just here for your blood. You know, I think I liked the steak better. This one is quick, which is nice. You know what? Get Indiana Jones. Oh, the gun actually does stun damage as well. Okay, that's important to note. Come on. Give me whatever stuff you had. Some ferrous tartrate, little quinine. What'd your buddy have? Wait, did we already loot this man? Pocket watch. I was almost positive we already looted this, but these guys came back. The skulls came back the very next day. Thought they were the goners, but they couldn't stay away. Sorry, Chad, I got distracted. The Coyote versus the Roadrunner. I mean, I was always a Coyote man myself because the Roadrunner seemed like an obnoxious dick. What with his constant meep meep, he just was a real dick about it, and I always felt like he deserved to die. Plus, he murdered the Coyote so many times, it wasn't even funny. My particular interpretation of the Hollow Coyote Roadrunner thing, though, I'm pretty sure the first time the Coyote died was actually permanent. Like, he didn't come back. The Coyote died, and his interactions with the Roadrunner, that was his personal hell. Like, when you see the Coyote chasing the Roadrunner endlessly around that barren desert where there are no other people or creatures, he's in hell, though. That Coyote, he is in purgatory. He's been cast into perdition and doomed to try and catch that Roadrunner for the rest of all eternity and never succeed. I don't care about how... Don't tell me how to prevent the Spanish flu. Wait, did that actually say do not spit? Public notice. Cover each cough and sneeze with a handkerchief. Walk to work. I'm not sure how that would help. I guess walking bolsters the immune system, or rather you just not on a train with a bunch of sick people. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. Nobody will come to save you, but, you know, whatever. So what are our missions here? Craft a treatment for fatigue. Interrogate Gwyneth Brana about the medical error. Interrogate Tippets about the medical error. All right, let's go find Nurse Brana. And ask her if she's ready to... Wait, we just went back into the morgue, didn't we? Son of a bitch. We're going to interrogate Nurse Brana. Ask her about this guy's death. But also, we're going to ask her whether or not she plans to direct the next Shakespeare. Kenneth Branagh. This is Mrs. Branagh. I mean, Kenneth Branagh did Hamlet. I think Mrs. Branagh should probably do like Othello. While on that same topic, Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck? Daffy Duck, chat, and it's not even a contest. I mean, I like Bugs, don't get me wrong. He's great as far as bunnies go. But nobody is better than Daffy Duck. Who doesn't love an insane duck that leaps around and goes, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo? You know what? I don't really like the listed knife, though. I kind of preferred the steak. I would rather get cheap blood drinks than just free blood, because the free blood doesn't get us very much blood. Back in the old hospital, then. Spit spot, got a craft of fatigue, yeah? Anybody remember where the hospital actually is, though? Like, this is the back door to the morgue. We just came out of there. Where's the hospital? More importantly, where's Dr. Rakesh Shenandara? I love that man. Hey, Dr. Rakesh, you out here? Come on, man. Just love me. I love you. It's only fair. We can love each other. This is the hospital? One of these is the morgue. One of them is the hospital. I think this is the hospital, actually. Maybe it's Groundhog Day for the Coyote and he's just trying to survive one day without the Roadrunner or Acme killing him. Nah. Step 1, stay in bed. Step 2, call for Dr. Tex Avery. Step 3, ... Then get healed by the grace of God.
Daily routine.
I need Nurse Brana and I need Dr. Tibbets. Where's Nurse Brana? Nurse Brana is the old dowdy looking one, right? Come here, dowdy nurse. Where you at? Come dow it all over me. There's Dr. Tibbets.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Wait, who the hell is this guy?
Actually, yes. We met.
Everybody at this hospital knows Dr. Reed, and Dr. Reed doesn't know any of them.
Tippets, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
All vampired up, murdering skulls in the morgue and whatnot. You've really come a long way. All right, Kokor and Tippets, tell me about your life in London, I guess. Not that I care. What's the situation here?
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
I mean, this guy was a battlefield doctor. Do you think he really works in a lot better environments than this? Normally, he works in exploding shells and gas attacks. I mean, this is World War I, possibly the most brutal war in the history of the human species. It's pretty much the same everywhere, though.
It's not exactly the best situation in London, either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
I mean, they did hire me. It wasn't exactly like I was expecting top-notch quality healthcare here.
This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What about that murdering operation that you did, though, Tippets?
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not.
Pete, I figured you'd be playing Jurassic
During this
World.
troubled period,
I actually
there
bought
was no
Jurassic
time for
World,
slander.
watched some
I
gameplay
prefer to
footage of it,
focus
and
on
refunded
positive
it.
character
I didn't even
traits.
bother playing it, actually. It didn't seem like it had a whole lot of depth there. Honestly, I expected considerably better from Frontier Games, but I digress. Does this hospital have Obamacare? Hashtag thanks, Winston Churchill. Wait, was Churchill now? Well, he was alive. Actually, he served in World War I, so he definitely would have been in charge of anything. Probably Pitt the Elder.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with.
Gotcha. So
Clever and cheerful.
Brannigan and Tippets are also fucking each other then. Every
I'll go
doctor
even
in this
further.
hospital is having
If
a
she was
relationship
man,
with the
she would
nurse.
be a damn fine practitioner.
What about the management?
Any opinion about the management?
Lord
I
Palmerston?
don't
No,
always
chat.
agree
It's
with
Pitt
Dr.
the
Swan's
Elder.
reserve, but I must admit he does all
Don't
he
make me
can to
Wade
keep
Boggs
this
you.
facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Yeah, probably you should have joined the army then if you were fed up
Wise as a
with the
good
idea of a
administrator,
chain of
I just
command.
wish he would get out of his office now.
Pitt the Elder, chat. So we've
What
covered
is
the situation.
Pembroke
Yeah,
Hospital
God damn it.
situation? And please, speak freely.
You know,
This
like you did
hospital is
earlier.
Not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London, either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Yeah. Let's just go back to the dialogue thing that lets us talk about the patient he murdered, though.
This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
The fact that you're surprised by all the doctors and nurses sleeping together obviously means you don't watch enough hospital dramas, Pete. You're exhausted.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
Why did we use the weirding
No.
voice on that?
We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Oh, don't quote Shakespeare at me. Nurse Brannigan's worried your attitude's irresponsible. You know, Nurse Brannigan's a little worried about you.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you.
Specifically, she's worried about the fact that you might suffer erectile dysfunction as the result of your exhaustion and not be able to pork her the way she's accustomed to being porked.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Oh, wait, for a minute there, I thought he was going to tell us that he wasn't into chicks. So we learned about your life in London. Tell me about personal questions, I guess. We could ask about the medical error. Were we supposed to... You know what? We'll come back to you, Tippets, because I want to go talk to Nurse Brannigan first. And she said, like, you're the only person in the world that... She's the only person in the world that you trust. Fuck off, Milton.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Callaghan fellow.
Perhaps I should have considered not stealing from patients. Perhaps I should have considered also not being a piece of shit. Perhaps then I wouldn't have been eaten by a vampire. Yeah, where's Nurse Brannigan?
Fix me properly. A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Really, Doctor? That's what you want? An apology? Once you're patched up, you'll apologize immediately. What a fucking sissy. You know that doctor got stuffed into a lot of lockers in high school. Where the fuck is Nurse Brannigan? Hey, Brannigan. Can we get on the PA and just page Nurse Brannigan? Nurse Brannigan to the front desk. Nurse Brannigan to the front desk. She goddamn vanished from the hospital. Brannigan, where you at? Is she up here? Yo, Brannigan. Well, while we're up here, we may as well craft the cure for fatigue, I guess, which we do over here, I believe. So our treatment, we're supposed to craft, we have a light regeneration serum, which we can craft. Treatment for sepsis, treatment for fatigue. Craft this. There we go. Done. Where's Brannigan, though? I find that the most erotic part of the woman is the boobies. That's a not uncommon opinion, chat. Really, it would be better if you had your friend come and tell me that, though. Like, on my behalf. Asking for a friend kind of thing. Okay, chat, somebody keep an eye out for Nurse Brannigan. The woman is a goddamn ghost. Oh. I forgot we could do this. I forgot we had vampire senses. So there's Hawkins. Elwood, we don't care about you. Right. Vampire senses are... We don't really need to be now locked onto her, though. Where's Brannigan? They're my boy, Rakesh. Mortimer Goswick. Don't care about him. Where the shit is Nurse Brannigan? Unknown. We've talked to everybody, though. How could you possibly be unknown? Who's this unknown person? I see Clay Cox is up and back around. That's nice. We're going to go eat him in a minute. Dorothy Crane. Who's this? Who are you? Are you talkable? We cannot talk to this man. Who's this lady? There's so many people over here we can devour that we never found. Why can't I just eat these people? John Hampton, Thomas Elwood.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nurse Brannigan is just fucking nowhere to be found, though, right? The unknown soldier, they mourn him every day. Where the fuck is Brannigan? Swansea, Thorescu, Harvey Fiddick. I'm not out of my goddamn gourd in my chat. Brannigan was here earlier. Nurse Brannigan is not in this hospital. Where do the map markers lead? Nurse Brannigan is not on the map, though. We can take the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. Got our hideout. Where's Brannigan? Maybe we have to wait for like a later scene or something for that. Let's go out the front door. Maybe she's out front?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Probably under Nurse Brannigan's shirt, I would assume, since that's the one thing we can't fucking find is Brannigan anywhere. What's up, dog? Dr. Rakesh Shandana. That was his name. Shandana. We love this man. Our vampire senses don't help. It says 33. This is just going to take us back to Dr. Tippet's, though. We followed this the first time, and it took us directly to Dr. Tippet's. It did not take us to Nurse Brannigan. See? Just Dr. Tippet's. There she is, you bitch!
We're so lucky to have
Now shut up, she's mine, Dr. Tippet's.
Good evening, Doctor.
Talk about your life in London. Okay, let's talk about some personal questions then. Let's talk about Tippett. He praises you.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
Because he likes the feel of her sagging, withered, aged boobs.
Years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Actually, I was suggesting that your gender is of tantamount performance, or rather importance to him, because Homeslice likes pounding you regularly. Or, you know, alternatively, he likes letting you ride him like a wild bronco. Whatever.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
If he's so brilliant, how come he's killing people then? Huh? You know, you took a pretty big risk. You know what? I understand what you did. Because you're desperately in love with Dr. Tippett and you want to fucking slob his knob. I get it. It's fine.
I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
And some situations let the doctor give you a little bit of that slap and tickle down in the storeroom after hours, huh? It's all about the slap and tickle, baby. I get it. All right, we have no more
Goodbye,
hints for you
nurse.
then.
Call me if you need assistance.
Not with the slap and tickle thing, though. I'm not going to be assisting you with that. I, you know, don't mean to sound rude, lady, but you're not exactly my type. Hey, Tip, it's time for us to confront you. Oh, good, he's busy killing another patient.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Yeah, I found out about your medical malpractice lawsuit. You're going to jail. Wait, that's not good news at all, though. I'm talking to you about your medical error.
Corin, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
As blunt as your nose? What was the nature of the mistake?
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
So what you're saying is, fuck, you suck at your job. Who was the guy?
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
I see. So what you're saying is you failed to take a basic patient history, misdiagnosed his condition because of a badly conducted interview, gave him an overdose of the wrong narcotics because apparently you just injected him with whatever was at hand. Why didn't you stop practicing? Because clearly you fucking suck at your job, dude.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
How many? I want to count. You know what? I'm a cover for you, but only because I don't have a choice. Plus, you know what? This is getting like a Machiavellian kind of situation. I can get you in my back pockets by covering for you. I got dirt on you. Now, if you happen to find out that I'm a vampire, you got to cover for me. One day, I will come to you, and perhaps that day will never come, but when it does, I will ask of you a favor, and when I do that, you will repay this favor for me, on this august day of my daughter's wedding. Now get the fuck out of my sight.
Dr. Tibbets, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I'll also not tell anybody about the whole Nurse Brannigan slap and tickle action down in the
I
storeroom
can't exactly
either.
force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then
Well, I
can make you
mean-
this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
You know, you don't really have to do that, though. I didn't... This dude bribed us with 100 shillings! Great, now he's made me complicit in his scumbag lifestyle. I didn't ask for this bribe money. You take it back. What do you plan to do after you resign, though?
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Maybe fuck that hot-ass Nurse Brannigan, though, huh? All right. Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Dr.
Dr.
Tippett.
Tibbets.
Like, possibly forever, though.